Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Chris.
And I'm Lara.
And today we're reacting to
what El Chapo's prison cell is really like.
the one and only El Chapo. Oh damn. El Chapo, bro, this dude broke out, I think, out of prison like twice or something. That is hard because I think those prisons is like the toughest prisons ever, bro. So guys,
let's start the video.
Breaking out of a modern prison is pretty much impossible, but this man was able to do it twice. Welcome back, Charlie.
You was right.
I was right.
Here, Joaquin Guzman, better known as El Chapo, is now inside America's worst prison. Today you're going to find out what his life is really like behind bars, and get a rare look inside his cell. El Chapo is the most successful criminal to ever live. At his peak, he had a net worth of $3 billion. He was the leader of the Sinaloa cartel. The Mexican cartel supplied narcotics to countries all over the world. This made El Chapo one of the most powerful people on the planet, according to Forbes magazine. El Chapo has been an active criminal since the 1980s, but he became famous in 1993. That was when a rival cartel tried to take El Chapo's life, and in the process accidentally took the life of a prominent cardinal. This shocked and disgusted Mexico, but eventually the Mexican government tracked down El Chapo and arrested him. He was sent to La Palma prison, which is known as one of Mexico's worst prisons. Or at least, that's what it's like for most people. You see, El Chapo paid off all of the guards at La Palma prison. He had girls, parties, booze and cigars brought in every day. His stay in La Palma prison was more like a 5-star hotel than a prison. But in 2001, El Chapo got tired of his time behind bars. He paid a prison guard to open up his cell. He then got into a laundry cart and escaped from prison. As soon as he got out, he got back to work. And it was during these years he made the Sinaloa cartel what it is today. The biggest and one of the most feared cartels on the planet. But 13 years later, El Chapo was captured once again in 2014. This led to El Chapo breaking a world record. That is, most time on the run as a drug lord. When he was arrested, he was taken to Mexico's most secure prison. That is, Altiplano prison. This time, El Chapo could not buy anyone off. He spent 23 hours a day in solitary confinement. But in 2015, El Chapo escaped once again. But how did he break out of the impenetrable maximum security prison? Take a look at this surveillance footage from inside El Chapo's cell. He ducks behind his shower wall and then simply disappears. He was able to escape through a secret underground tunnel. He then escaped through that using a motorbike. The tunnel was 5.7 feet tall, exactly El Chapo's height. It also had air ducts and lights too. Now, you may be wondering, how did no one notice a tunnel being built under a maximum security prison? Well, it turns out El Chapo had some serious political connections. The prison officials were told to ignore the very loud noises. From this leaked surveillance footage with sound, you can see that everyone would have clearly heard what was going on. But they chose to ignore it because they were paid, and perhaps even threatened. After El Chapo's second escape, he was arrested for a third time. The Mexican army apprehended El Chapo, and this time he was not going anywhere. His luck had run out. He was extradited to New York, and as soon as he was found guilty, he was taken to ADX Florence. ADX Florence being the worst prison in the United States. ADX Florence was built to make sure that no one ever escapes. And since its opening in 1994, no one ever has. But let's take a look at El Chapo's prison cell. All over the prison are motion detectors. There are even pressure pads to see where people walk. Every inch of the prison is monitored by cameras at all times. There's also over 1,400 remote-controlled steel doors. El Chapo's prison cell is basically a miniature fortress. The only materials used are concrete and steel. It's only 7 by 12 feet. Inside the cells are a small bed made from concrete. There's also a tiny concrete stool and desk, and a metal toilet too. There's also a metal shower which has a timer. You may wonder why put a timer on a shower. Well, ADX Florence is so intimidating, many inmates would rather not be alive. So, to make sure they can't drown themselves, every shower has a timer. To make things even worse for El Chapo, his prison cell is soundproof. This means he can't communicate with any other inmates in nearby cells. El Chapo cannot interact with anyone inside ADX Florence. But what is life like for some other very dangerous inmates locked inside America's worst prisons? Let's take a look at this very scary criminal named Nico Jenkins. This man looks menacing and scary, but what he did is even more terrifying. He has been a criminal since a young age. He would have illegal firearms and also do carjackings too. But in 2013, he went on a killing spree. He took 4 lives in 10 days. One of his victims was even taken out in front of their own child. Nico was soon arrested. But why did he do these seemingly random murders? Well, in an 8-hour interview with police, Nico revealed everything. Nico said the people were sacrifices to the ancient Egyptian god Apophis. It's clear Nico has serious mental problems. He was sentenced to 450 years in prison, but this has been upgraded to capital punishment. Right now, he is in Tecumseh Maximum Security Prison. This prison is incredibly rough. It's known for prison riots, and the prison is so intimidating many inmates take their own lives behind bars. Nico actually tried to do this twice, but at the moment he is still alive. Finally, let's look at a very scary prison named San Quentin Prison. This is known as the worst prison in Los Angeles. It was where Richard Ramirez, better known as the Night Stalker, was held. From 1984 to 1985, Richard Ramirez took 15 lives. For this, he was given 19 death sentences. While he waited for this, he was held at San Quentin Prison. This prison is known for gang activity. Some of the USA's most dangerous people are sent here, and the prison is also known for riots. But now it's time for you to make your voice heard. Comment down below, do you think these prisons are too extreme, or do you think they're what these dangerous criminals deserve? If you want to see my short videos, then check out my second channel. I've been Charlie, thanks for watching.
Not gonna lie, if I was El Chapo, I would have stayed in the first prison, bro.
Wow.
That was like a hotel. I don't know why he left, but
He said he got bored.
but nah, it's all jokes, bro.
He's been transferred to like every kind of jail, and then the maximum security.
Yeah, it looking like the last one was the last one.
Yeah.
That place looks secure, so
Yeah.
I don't know if he's ever going out. I doubt it. But like always,
Smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification button.
we see you guys next time.
Peace.
Peace.